Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Our channel? Let's be real, at this point we know that I'm the main contributor, but it is still a family channel. However, this is sort of about me, I guess. Again, it's a mental health blog. I'm the one with the mental health issues. Are they issues? I don't know. Here we go. So, this is gonna be a video that I've dubbed Things I've Been Told Since Having a Mental Health Diagnosis, or Things I've Heard. So the point of this video is really all about hashtag end the stigma. Okay? It's a hashtag. Am I too old for this? Probably too old for this. Hashtag end the stigma. I don't know. Anyways, the point of this video is really about ending the stigma. I would love to see you guys post more using that tag, advocating for people with mental illness or mental health issues or mental health disabilities or whatever they want to call them. Not every mental health thing is necessarily like all bad, and some people have better grips on it than others. But I'm going to read to you just some of the things that I've heard either said about myself, about others around me, whether it be while I was working or just out in the community, some by people I know. This won't be a very long video if I can help it. It's just gonna be a quick little thing just to kind of put it out there so that you can maybe start to see what's wrong in the world in a different way, okay? Okay, so first thing, it's genetic. Oh, okay. So you're saying that if there's one mental health issue in my family, aka me, that everybody has it because it's genetic, right? Not the case. Some of my mental health stuff is actually trauma induced, so yeah, thanks. And not from my parent. Okay. Those people should be locked up. Hi, I'm one of those people. I have a mental health issue. I guess that's me you're talking about. You're crazy. Yeah, okay. It's the drugs or the medication that are making you this way, or that make you this way, or make them that way. Hear that a lot, yes. I take a whole slew of meds for between my physical and mental health conditions, but I also had symptoms before I started taking them. Now, that being said, I don't want to be on them long term, so I'm learning coping skills, but that's a whole separate video. You're too much to work with. Or, you're too much work. You're bad for my mental health. Well, I'm sorry that my mental health issue inconveniences you. My apologies that I have an issue too. I guess we both have something to work on. Did you take your meds? Yes, religiously. For a long time now. Or maybe you should be put on meds. That one was one of the best ones. Oh, sir, you don't even know what I'm on, so don't even begin to pretend like you know me. Are you being compliant with your meds? Says every doctor ever whenever you say you have a problem once they find out you have a mental health issue. Now, that being said, my PCP, my primary care physician, is wonderful and never asks about my compliance with meds. She knows that I'm being compliant and that if I'm not, I'm going to be honest and tell her. Same with my psychiatrist. She knows that if I'm not taking a med, that I'm going to tell her I stopped taking this med because. Now, the other side, my therapist that I used to see always questioned my compliance with meds. So you've been taking your meds? Are you sure you've taken your meds? Yes, I am. I do it religiously. My husband sees me take them, and my dog sees me take them because he's in the process of learning to make sure that I take my meds daily. Let's see. Oh, you just need meds. That's a fun one. Oh, well, I took that med and it made me do X, Y, and Z. so-and-so took that med and it made them do X, Y, and Z, or you get the hint. Basically, meds react differently to different people. You never know. I'm just gonna try to do what's best for me and best for my family. People with mental health issues shouldn't own guns. They're dangerous. But the guns are the mental health people. Because I'm pretty sure that that the guns themselves don't shoot things. But I'm also pretty sure that not everybody with a mental health issue, most of the population, don't go around shooting people up just for shits and giggles. But we're just putting that out there. I know that's a sore subject for people, but I will tell you guys, I am a fan of guns, and I am a fan of people having the right to own guns, and I do not believe that taking them away will stop people from shooting people. If it did, criminals, man, why would we have? I mean, we wouldn't have them. Anyways, getting off tangent here. Let's see. I don't know how you could work with people like that. Oh my goodness. So often I've heard that when I worked both in the field of people with developmental disabilities, people with mental health issues, and people with substance abuse issues. How can you deal with people like that? How is it possible you can work with people like that? Because I'm one of those people too. I have a mental health condition. I have a disability. Does that make me any less of a person? No. And it doesn't make any of those people less of a person either. We all have our issues, one way or another, whether we're willing to accept them or not. I'm tired of walking on eggshells. Understandable. You know? It's hard. Not everybody is fit to deal with somebody who has a mental health issue. That kind of goes back to that you're too much to work with, or you're too much work for me, or you're too bad for my mental health. Like, yeah, I struggle. Other people struggle. We just have to learn to deal with it. Here's some other things. Like I said, I wanted to keep this video fairly short. So here's some that you probably weren't expecting to hear. Brace yourselves. You are brave. You're so strong. I can never do what you're doing. I wish more people would talk about it. I wish people would stop judging me. I wish people would look at me the same way you do, with open eyes, open arms, and an open heart. What's the message here? That we need to end the stigma. We shouldn't be ashamed of who we are. And we shouldn't be made to feel like we should be ashamed to be who we are. Whether it be physical issues, mental issues, developmental disabilities, it's beyond our control. But if we can be nice to somebody else out there, if we can say kind words out there and really just open ourselves up to being helpful to each other, maybe it would be less of a thing. Maybe I wouldn't have to sit in the corner and cry hysterically to myself, thinking that nobody's ever going to accept me and never want to be my friend, and that the friends that I have won't stick around because they're not going to want to deal with this. That the family that has surrounded me is going to leave me at any point because I'm not worthy. That the embarrassment that they will feel being connected to somebody with a mental illness might be too much and they'll leave me. Now, I'm not saying this is all about me. This is just a general concept of those around you. You may be walking past several people every day who are struggling, and they're too embarrassed to say anything because of the stigma surrounding it. And I don't really necessarily blame them. Who wants to speak up when you might get shot down so hard? But that's why I'm here. I want us to end the stigma, and I'm doing my part by putting it out there. And I'd love to do some more geared towards whatever you guys would like to know. But this is just a quick little video there, and I'd really appreciate it if you thumbs up this video, liked it, commented down below things that you've been told, that you've heard, things that you would like to say to somebody who's struggling. And please be sure that you're subscribed and that you ring the little bell icon so you don't miss any content from us. And also, I'd really appreciate it if you took the time to share the link to this video on your Facebook, because I think this is a very important message for others to hear. And that is that you're not alone. There's millions of us out there, and we too want to help end the stigma. So don't forget, be kind. Bye, guys.
Feel just like a rock star.